Ni.
Apa surprise dia? Tambah kamu duit lah, singkang am tas ni.
Wah. Tadi kau ayam sok plum. Bat miah ong, bisa ong. Balak khai miah por sok plum. Tadi sekah cung miah.
Kikubor Kapatisi TV. Ka East West Group of Institution Bangalore, ka khot admission nakamta ka nursing but paramedical course, ka bala ithu da ka Indian Nursing Council, ka buy admission ka badunatam, but 6% ka jinyokam. Pila ru ban apply da ka education loan.
Kabenta baningkong banlumya khana samari jong snam arajar phenyaw hakan ni ka jala Meghalaya kan sedang nado ka khandu tarik ujumang araja phunriaw. Da ka sedang shwa ya ka house listing bagi housing census habaro ka wei ka jala. Kani ka jing pentrikam ka ba shibanai hado ka khatsau tarik ujaliaw araja phunriaw. Ka ba kanthop ya baro khar artli district jong ka jala Meghalaya ling ba ka rukom lum jing tip ba pura da ka digital. Haka jingalang bagilap thai khubor kabala pelong hasilong press club daga press information bureau shillong ringkat ka jingitai lang baga directorate of census operation Meghalaya u director of census operation Meghalaya ka sarkar India u Biswajit Pegu pat kiwe ki he officer kila pentim balathung prahaja laispa khandai ngut ki enumerator bagi supervisor hakaleng ka jala Meghalaya balle ka house listing bagi ka housing census. Ulai itu bagi don baru kandai aja kandai sepasan pautuli ki house listing belong ki beladap itu hakeleng gejala nak banta ka jinglum ya ka khana samari jong usnam arajar phenyau.
As you are aware, the census of India 2027 will be conducted in two phases. Phase 1, that is house listing and housing census, and the phase 2, population enumeration. Today we are gathered here to discuss about the phase 1, that is the house listing and housing census, which is supposed to start from tomorrow. In Meghalaya, the house listing and census, housing census, HLO in short, will commence from 16th of May, that is tomorrow, till 14th of June 2026, and it will be done within a period of 30 days. In our previous press conference, we have spoken about self-enumeration for house listing operations for the public, which started from the 1st of May 2026 and will be ending today by midnight. I would like to inform you all that a total of 8,309 enumerators and supervisors have been appointed for conducting the house listing operations in the state of Meghalaya. And the breakup is as such 7,025 enumerators and 1,284 number of supervisors will be appointed. Next. This is the brief snapshot about these jurisdictional changes in the state of Meghalaya as compared to the jurisdictional areas, administrative units which existed in the census 2011. The number of districts in 2011 was 7, and this time for census 2027, the number of districts have increased to 12 numbers. And similarly, the number of sub-districts, CNRE blocks, they have increased from 39 in the year 2011 to 56 numbers in 2027 census. However, for the statutory towns, it has come down from 10 in 2011 to 9 in 2027. Number of census towns similarly has come down from 12 to 7. Number of urban agglomeration has remained the same. It was 1 in 2011. Similarly, in this census also, it's only one number of urban agglomeration. The number of villages have increased from 6,839 to 7,428 numbers for this census, for the census 2027. The number of house listing blocks as on 13 May 2026 has been fixed at 9,950. It's almost 10,000 house listing blocks. changes of administrative unit has been frozen with effect from 1st of January 2026. That is 31st December 2025 was the last day. That was the freezing date for any administrative changes that has taken place. Next. This is the status of the self-enumeration which was conducted from 1st of May till today. For the state of Meghalaya, total self-enumeration so far has taken place is 23,530 numbers. This may increase because the self-enumeration is there till midnight of 15, that is tonight. And you can see from the slide, certain districts have performed well, like West Barrow Hills has done the maximum number of self-enumeration, 4,973, followed by East Khasi Hills, 3,967, and West Barrow Hills, 3,721. Other districts, yes, they have performed well, but due to certain difficulties, like certain border districts, they had some issues with regard to self-enumeration. So probably because of that, their numbers are not very high. Next. This is the overview of the house listing blocks that has been created, that has been geotagged with various landmarks, and also the demarcation for the HLBs have already been completed for the state of Meghalaya. It's 100% for all the districts, for all the 12 districts, they have completed 100% geotagging of landmarks and as well as the creation and demarcation of the house listing blocks. You can see from the figure, we'll share a PPT with all of you so that you can have the numbers. Next. As we all know that we will be engaging 8,309, total 8,309 number of enumerators and supervisors, and it is very important that they are trained up well, and we have already completed all the trainings at all levels, right from the training of the national trainers that has been completed, master trainers have been trained, even the district and charge level officials have been trained, the field trainers have also been trained, and these field trainers in turn have trained the enumerators and the supervisors. This is also completed by now, and our enumerators and supervisors who are the main warriors who will be going to the field for the door-to-door campaign, door-to-door data collection. So they are well trained now and they are ready to go for the enumeration, house listing enumeration from tomorrow. Next, this is phase 1, the mission, house listing and housing census. It is for a period of 30 days. It will start from tomorrow till 14th of June. And self-enumeration we will be completing by tonight, midnight, 12 o'clock. And what we do normally in the house listing and housing census is we identify and systematically list all the buildings, we number the houses, and also we collect data of each and every household. And all data, including housing conditions, amenities and assets, would be collected during the house-to-house visit by the enumerators. The outcome, as we know, that it will create a master frame for the population enumeration, ensuring no one is left out in the next phase. I was talking about the phase 2. Phase 2 is the actual population enumeration which will take place in the month of February 2027. Thanks. This is the workflow of enumerators and supervisors. As I have already mentioned, they have been trained, all of them have been trained, all the supervisors and the enumerators, and they have also been trained on various concepts of census, how to use the app which has been provided by the RGI, and also the supervisors also have to ensure that all his team members, that is the enumerators, every supervisor would be having not less than 6 number of enumerators under him. So the supervisor also has to ensure that his team is ready, and by now all the steps have been taken, and the supervisors as well as the enumerators are ready to go to the field. And the enumerators in the initial 2 to 3 days, they will be visiting their respective blocks, house listing blocks, and they will be verifying the boundary of the HLB. They will also identify any landmarks which exist in that particular house listing blocks, and they will be numbering the buildings as well as the houses, and they will prepare a layout map in order to avoid any kind of overlap or omission. So the first 2-3 days are very crucial for the enumerators and the supervisor, because they will be preparing the layout map. Based on that layout map and the demarcated map, they will be visiting the households subsequently. The third step would be data collection and the validation. Once the layout map is prepared, the HLP has been demarcated, the landmarks have been identified, the actual data collection of the household would begin. They would visit, the enumerators would be visiting every building to collect data through the app. And if a household has self-enumerated, the AC, the self-enumeration reference ID would be used, and they would be validated by the enumerator who would be visiting the house. And here I would like to mention that even if someone has done a self-enumeration, that data, the self-enumeration data has to be validated, it has to be verified by the enumerator invariably. They will visit each and every house, and they will ask the respondent to, they will ask them whether they have done the self-enumeration, and if they have done the self-enumeration, they will be asked to say their ID, the self-enumeration ID, which would be there with their respondent, and using that self-enumeration ID, the final data would be validated and verified, and then finally it will be synced. The data sync and supervision, data must be synced regularly, subject to availability of internet connection. Supervisors have to monitor the progress in real time, preview data, and also conduct field checks using the supervisor module. But this is very important because many times the enumerators might miss out certain points, or there may be inconsistencies in the data they have collected. So in order to ensure that this kind of any kind of inconsistency is removed or reduced, for that the supervisor has to time to time monitor the progress of the enumerator, and also check whether if there is any inconsistencies, and if there is any inconsistency, he will highlight it to the charge officer. These are the benefits of sensors we're using through digital means. It ensures better quality data, because there would be no, they would be simply pressing the buttons which will the questionnaire which will be put there in the app, and it will reduce errors because of the built-in mechanism and validations which are provided in the app. It also ensures faster processing. Digital data can be processed and released much quickly. It also reduces the burden of carrying a lot of paper schedules and preparing manual abstracts. Earlier in 2011, it was on a manual mode using paper schedule, and our enumerators, they had to carry bunches of paper schedules, and it was very heavy. Then they have to write it down with the paper. Then again, they'll bring the data to the Director of Census office, they'll validate it, and it used to take a lot of time. It was a very cumbersome process. So this kind of burdens, etc., would be less this time because of the use of a mobile app and digital means. It also helps us in real-time monitoring through the CMMS portal. I mentioned in our first press conference, the Census Management and Monitoring System is a portal through which all the entire activities of the census exercise should be monitored, and charge officers and others also can monitor the progress effectively. For Android, it's minimum 12.0 and above, and for iOS, it's 15.0 and above. And the mobile phone has to have minimum of 4 GB of RAM. Then otherwise, If these requirements are not met, the enumerators or the supervisors might face a lot of issues because the app itself is the app which will be provided to them is available only in this Android 12.0 and iOS 15.0. The help of the admin and other individuals, individuals who are there in the society, we will definitely be taking their help, and also whatever information they can share with us, we will try to take their help and support. But having said that, the enumerators again has to visit each and every household. So there is no respite from that. They have an enumerator has to immediately visit each and every household. Even if he visits, he takes the help of a doctor, if he takes the help of a village admin, or
So a person goes from here for leave, say 15 days, 1 month. So how does he do it? A person goes for a leave out of station, neither here nor here. So what do they do?
no, see, in that kind of a situation, normally if somebody might go out for some vacation, for some work, so if the enumerator while visiting the house finds the house locked, nobody is there, so he will keep it as, he will mark it as vacuum. And then he or she would be given a chance again. He would visit the house once again, once or twice maybe, visit the house, and then enumerate it. In case if the person is not there, even during this 30 days period, that would be regarded as vacant. Deadlines are fixed for self-enumeration, also for the house listing operation. So for 30 days, self-enumeration was for 15 days, so it's going to end to now, 12 o'clock.
There are government servants and some of them are also teachers, and they have been appointed as per the conditions laid down the Census Rules, Census Act and the Right to Education Act. So it is a mixed batch of staff that will be conducting the census.
How do you assign them?
The charge office, which is mostly the block development officers and the chief executive officers of the statutory towns, they are the charge officers. And say for example, if there's a school here in this particular charge, it falls under Shillong MB. So any enumerator that has been appointed under Shillong MB will be given a house listing block that will fall under Shillong MB only. So there will not be a situation, somebody who says, I'm saying the place of working, somebody who's working from here will be appointed in same or like that. Will not happen because as per specific charge. Residents may be different, but if you are working under Shillong MB, you will be appointed anywhere within Shillong MB. And if your place of working says like Mawlai Sinari block, you will be appointed within Mawlai Sinari block. It won't cross over the charge.
Mornings are always busy. Everything feels fast. I hear mom shouting and I'm trying not to be late. Outside, Shillong is already awake. Cars move slowly, horns are loud. It feels like everyone is in a hurry. Then the STEMS bus comes in, bright and yellow, always on time. The caretaker waves and I feel okay. Inside, we laugh and sing. We share snacks, we help each other with homework. It feels nice. My parents know I'm safe through the STEMS app on mom's phone. Because this bus isn't just a ride. It takes us to school with friends and a little bit of hope. This is STEMS, our ride, our future.